To give you some installation tips on the 765 belly pan install, that would be this part number here for the Street Triple R, RS, etc. I had a very hard time finding instructions for it, so I just decided I'd make a little video, kind of go over the assembly process that I found that worked. Obviously, I'm not a mechanic or bike mechanic by any means, so this was kind of my do-it-yourself attempt. But here is how I assembled the belly pan to put onto the motorcycle. As you can see here, this is actually going to be your left hand side, and then this is going to be the right. It looks like, so this is how it comes out of the box in a ton of pieces, so just keep that in mind. And then as for the brackets, which I found to be the hardest part in doing the install because I couldn't find anything online about how to do it, this is how they go. So this is your right hand side of the bike. The little grommet piece there does need to be slid onto it. So this part goes underneath right there. Then you have this piece, which you're going to take the clip, put that on. This one has a right angle on it, so it's pretty easy to find out of the box. That goes forward like so. As we move to this side of the bike, you have this piece here. Let me grab a flashlight. So you have this piece here that's actually going to go there. It's pretty similar to the other piece, so it's hard to distinguish. But if you look at the bottom, it'll have a part that sits right up against that pan there. And then you have another, so the right angle bracket that goes on the belly pan will actually screw into that remaining hole right there. I did remove the cat heat shield when I put those brackets on, based on someone's instructions. I don't know if that was necessarily necessary to be done, but it was something that I did. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this thing on, and we'll see how it looks. All right, guys, so I successfully got the pan attached here. A couple of little hurdles that I ran into, I'll just go over with you. First off, you absolutely do need to remove the heat shield and leave it off, because when you go to mount this on, try to get up underneath it for you guys, you're going to need, sorry, I'm having a little trouble with the camera here. You're gonna have to get to that bolt, and you absolutely cannot do it with that heat shield on. So make sure you leave that heat shield off during the install. This is the heat shield I'm talking about, just in case you're wondering. Other thing that I found to be a little bit of a pain was I'll get underneath again here. Getting these screws so if you see, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it for you guys. It's hard because now that it's attached, it's a weird angle. This guy right here. So getting this screw on sucks because of the angle that it sits. You're not gonna have a lot of visibility when that thing's loose. So enjoy that. I found using an Allen wrench on the long side, I could just barely wedge it in there. And then what I did was left that actually loose so I could make sure that the angle of the bracket matched up. So I loosened it from the bottom in order to get that to line up easier. And then I also loosened the front brackets, those longer front brackets, just to get this to where it would line up to be a little bit easier there. But overall, not a terribly difficult install. I gotta put that cat heat shield back on, and I will be all done and ready to go. But I did want to give you a little bit of installation guide, because I had a hell of a time trying to do it with these specific tools. But yeah, absolutely appreciate you guys checking in. Hopefully I helped someone there, and we'll see you next time. Guys, got that cat heat shield back on. No big deal. You do need to slide it in from underneath in order to get it back on. Not terribly difficult to do, just slide it forward into the rubber pieces. Went pretty simple. Now I just need to give her a bath, and we'll enjoy a little bit of Colorado's wonderful winter riding seasons. Looks beautiful, very happy with it. Definitely finishes off the bike well. Do have some flush mounts and an exhaust on here I've done. But yeah, I'll get you anything that you guys need. Hopefully that helps someone. Have a nice night.